If a dish can taste like sunshine, this is it. Citrus, crisp peppers, and sweet grilled scallops, all shining together on a skewer.
Skewered food is the best, especially when it involves scallops and citrus. My Croatian friend gave me this recipe. She used to make it with her family on the Dalmatian coast, and it involves sunshine and flavor and color, and you're gonna love it. Start with the marinade. A little bit of freshly squeezed orange juice and some red wine vinegar to make it a little bit tart. A dollop of honey, just a swirl, and some peppercorns for a little heat, and some fresh rosemary. Just go against the grain and let them fall in a bay leaf. Use dried or fresh if you're lucky enough to find it. Let that simmer just for a few minutes, just long enough to melt the honey and let all the flavors infuse into the orange juice. Lovely, so pretty. Now, for the skewers, take a piece of prosciutto, which is dry cured Italian ham. You can eat this raw, but it's also lovely when it's cooked. It caramelizes and gets crispy and salty. Everyone loves bacon wrapped scallops, so you can just imagine how delicious this is gonna be. Take another piece, slice it in half. It's that saltiness with the sweetness of the scallops that makes this really special. Crispy saltiness once it's grilled, even better. I'm going to cube a red pepper and thread that onto the skewer as well. The easiest way to slice a pepper is to hold it upright and cut off the cheeks. And then you're left with the core, which you can discard. Take off the white pithy part. You want these pieces to lay as flat as possible. Just set those aside. Not to worry, this recipe comes together so quickly. And quarter the orange. I love this recipe because it is such a crowd pleaser. No one expects to see grilled orange on a skewer. Tastes so good. So soak the skewers in water so they won't burn when you cook them. This is smelling so good. There's this lovely citrus smell in the kitchen right now with a little rosemary. I'm going to turn that off and start the threading process. On goes a segment of orange, scallop wrapped prosciutto, a pepper, and then repeat the process. Isn't that beautiful? A lovely scallop, and then another piece of pepper. Lay that on a platter. Let's do one more. Orange, scallop. Something very soothing about this process. It smells so good. And pepper. Now make sure your grill is nice and hot at this point. And cover the skewers with this incredibly fragrant marinade. Beautiful. I've got a hot grill pan. I'm going to add a little oil to keep these beauties from sticking. There, it is smoking hot. And let them drip a tiny bit. Lovely. Okay, we're just going to grill these until there's nice grill marks underneath and the prosciutto is crispy. Wiggle them a bit to make sure they don't stick. And if there's little bits of rosemary or pepper lingering, that's fantastic. You can serve these skewers as an appetizer or as a main course. You could make them more sophisticated with a little microgreen salad, or just serve them straight up as they are. The prosciutto is crisping up beautifully. I'm going to turn those over. Just a little pressure. Ease them along a little bit. Just leave those for a few more minutes. I imagine my Croatian friend was probably grilling these in the open air on the beach. That's what's so special about food. The aroma and the colors and the story behind it can transport you anywhere. So often in our part of the world, scallops are served wrapped in bacon straight from the oven at a cocktail party. This is a lovely twist on that idea. The same, but very, very different. Okay, when everything is charred and gorgeous, transfer the skewers to a serving plate. Turn the heat down a little. This is smoking hot. And when cool enough to handle, take a little piece of warmed orange, squirt it over the skewer, and dig in. This is the best part. It's summer on a stick. So delicious. Perhaps not first date food, but so good, nonetheless.
It's time to take oranges out of their breakfast routine and celebrate their full potential. The scallops will thank you. From Croatia with love, Scallop shish kebabs.